Hey, how's it going, guys? And welcome back to another Stock Kings YouTube video. And today we'll be going over NIO Inc., ticker symbol NIO. Now, we're going to be going over NIO's massive delivery numbers that they just released yesterday and how this is going to be affecting the stock moving forward. We'll also be going over how it affected the stock yesterday and how we saw that massive run up as well as that massive run down and what that meant. We'll also be going over NIO's new trademark for their new vehicle that they will be announcing very soon. And we'll also be going over some battery swap deals that they will be announcing very soon as well. So if you have any interest in NIO, this is something that you are definitely going to want to stick around for and to listen to hear more about. But before we get into any of that, if you guys enjoyed this content, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we come out with new videos. I appreciate all the support on this channel, so thank you guys so much for that. And I also have my Webull linked down below, where if you put in $100 to that, we'll both get 2 free stocks. So that's just one of the ways you guys can kind of help support the channel and also make some money for yourselves. But let's get right into this chart here on NIO. We're here on the daily chart. Now we are on the daily chart. But what we kind of saw yesterday, what we were expecting it to break above this resistance. That's what we were hoping for. However, it rejected very strongly off of our 41.67 resistance, as you can see here, left no room in between that. So we got very strong rejection off that. However, we did come up a little bit on that delivery announcement. We obviously gapped all the way up into this range, and then we just rejected straight out of it when people started kind of selling the news on this good delivery news. But with that being said, let's get into what those deliveries actually are for the Q1 of 2021 for NIO. So if we come over here, we have NIO Inc. provides March and first quarter 2021 delivery update. So getting kind of in straight to the numbers here, NIO delivered 7,257 vehicles in March 2021, increasing by 373% year over year. So we're already seeing massive increases in this number. A 373% gain is pretty good in my opinion. NIO delivered 20,060 vehicles in the 3 months, so from January to March 2021, increasing 423% year over year. So we are seeing massive increases in these deliveries for their Q1. They delivered around 20,000 vehicles already in in the first quarter of 2021. Cumulative deliveries of the ES8, ES6, and EC6 as of March 31st, 2021 have reached around 95,700. So we're getting close to 100,000 deliveries, which in my opinion, I think they can, for the year of 2021, with what we're seeing already in the total amount of deliveries that we're seeing, I think we can hit 100,000 deliveries reached for NIO in 2021. However, that is just my opinion, guys. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Can NIO reach 100,000 deliveries in 2021? I want to hear your thoughts. But before I say anything else, I just want to make sure you guys know I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So everything I do and say on this channel is for educational purposes only. So please do your own due diligence on all of your trades. But I think the biggest thing for NIO to overcome, even with these deliveries, will be this chip shortage that we've been seeing and hearing a lot about. However, with the 20,000 vehicles delivered, and if they can overcome this chip shortage, I think they are well on their way to 100,000 deliveries. But that is just something that they will have to work on, and we will see in the future. So going over also, something I wanted to touch on was that new trademark in the EF9 that we discussed yesterday. So if we come over here, NIO registered their EF9 trademark or for high-end MPV model. And not to go super high in depth on this, I discussed this in my last NIO video, so you guys can check that out there. But basically, they registered a trademark for a new high-end Sprinter van, which is their new vehicle. And I think just kind of discussing this, I don't think they would be in super deep trouble with this chip shortage if they were coming out with new vehicles. So kind of if that plays into that as well, especially, with a lot of people saying this being a huge problem for NIO. I just don't see that being the case if they are planning on coming out with new vehicles. If they did have a huge issue with these chips, I don't think that they would be planning new vehicles. But that's just my opinion. Again, guys, let me know down in the comments what you think of that. But we also have big news for NIO and their battery swapping deal, a new one that will be coming out very, very soon. So if we come over here, NIO signs deal with German retail giant on charging infrastructure partnership. And we also touched this on my last NIO video. So if you want a more in-depth on this article, please go over there and check that out as well. But basically what this is, just kind of summarize. NIO has signed a battery swapping deal to put their battery swaps in this German retail giant called Metro, who has around 91 malls all across China, and that would be reaching around 17 million people a year. So that's pretty big for NIO. They're getting more battery swaps available to people, so people feel more comfortable, going places knowing that they can swap out their battery. They don't have to worry like, oh, is my car going to be able to get to where I want to go? Am I going to be able to get back home? I think that's the biggest issue with the EV industry is people are worried, they don't have things available like gas stations where you see one on every single corner of the street to change out your battery and get a new one so you can get places safely. But with gas stations being brought up, NIO is also there's a lot of rumors of NIO getting very close to a deal with Sinopec, who is a massive, massive gas station business in China. I mean, they're a worldwide gas station business, but they hold around 30,000 gas stations in China alone. So this will be massive for NIO if they get a battery swapping deal with Sinopec. They would have their battery swap stations in, 30,000 different gas stations all across China. So wherever you see a gas station, you could also swap out your battery. So that will make, these battery swapping stations available to pretty much anyone, anywhere you want to go, which I think is huge for NIO, and I am very, very bullish on this company. But let's get back to the chart here. We can kind of discuss some things going on. Obviously, we talked a little bit about this. We wanted to see this yesterday break above this resistance and then come up out of this range to kind of show us that we're entering in some bullish territory. And we have some very sharp run-ups in this time. However, we rejected very, very sharply off our resistance at 41.68. So we didn't get what we wanted. However, we're still trading well above the daily candle from the other day. So if you were in NIO, you're still seeing gains. However, there was a massive sell-off. And today, hopefully, we can eat this back up. We can get some bullish momentum and eat up all these sales. Obviously, this is a very strong bullish candle. But as you see in the past, whenever there is a strong bullish candle, we see a lot of bullish momentum eating this up. So that will be very, very important, and hopefully we can see some of that moving forward. But let's break this down on the 30-minute. We can probably see some new supports created in this area for Yes, exactly. So unfortunately, we are trading below the 200 EMA, which is something I was hoping would use as a support and continue to bounce off of and then get a break above this resistance. However, we did not see this yesterday, but we did create new supports down here in this area. We are still trading above the 50 EMA. And like I said yesterday, we were entering in some oversold territory, so it might be just compensating for that. So we are coming back down to being in the middle of our RSI indicator. However, this will be a trouble area because we have the 200 EMA in this area as well as our resistance up here. So this is be something that we will have to be continually monitoring as NIO either goes up or down. So hopefully we will see this support here at 39.43 being kind of respected, and then we get breaks above the resistance here as well as our 200 EMA. So this is going to be some very touchy area for short-term growth for NIO because we have the 200 EMA as well as the resistance here. But we do see our 50 EMA coming up, so that will show us that we are have some bullish momentum as this continues to rise. It is no longer falling or in consolidation. It is now increasing, so that is some bullish news. However, our 200 EMA is still falling pretty gradually. But what we'll be kind of looking to see is hopefully we get a break out of this 200 EMA as well as our resistance here. And from that point, and that is where I would initiate my buy So on a short-term trade, just to kind of, I already have long-term positions in NIO. However, if I was going to trade this short-term, I would wait for confirmations, candle closes on the 30-minute anywhere above this wick. So we see this wick bouncing up into here and rejecting straight out and nothing held. So we got no confirmations yesterday that we were going to break above and stay above this resistance. So if we did get a confirmation candle, we would look for a candle close above this wick here. So that was what you would be looking for a short-term trade to initiate a buy order. And then you'd be putting your, just to kind of play this out for you guys, you'd be putting your first price target here at the resistance at 44.22. So that would be your first area to take profits. You would be reducing your position at that time if it did hit this to ensure gains, and you'd also be putting your stops. I would like to put them around here at the 200 EMA. I realize this is a pretty big stop loss, but it's whatever you're willing to lose, I guess, in those trades. Just make sure that you have one. So if price does not go your way, you were taken out at that time. And then as price continues to move up, make sure you're trailing your stop loss. So when price is right here, I like to put my stop just at break even. So if price does come back down, you are taken out at no loss. So that's just a couple ways that you guys can manage your trades and ensure gains when you guys are entering trades in NIO. However, that is all the information that I had for you guys on NIO, ticker symbol NIO. However, if you enjoyed today's video and you found value in this content, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we come out with new videos. And I also have my Webull link down below where you can get 2 free stocks if you put in $100, as well as I get 2 free stocks. So that's just a way you can support this channel. But as always, guys, I hope you have an excellent day, get some gains in the market, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.